The reggae music don't stop. The reggae make you rock, 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 rock. You got it. Go for it. Take it to the top. Makes you rock, 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 rock. Just stop complaining. Start rearranging. Love will grab your body. Living is giving. Loving is living. Living is loving and loving is giving. Ooh, don't stop. The reggae don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae take it to the top. Yeah, don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae music make you rock, 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 rock. Don't hide your pride. Keep your head up high. Love will grab your body. Just stop complaining. Start rearranging. Love will grab your body. Ooh, don't stop. The reggae don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae music take it to the top. Yeah, don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae don't stop. The reggae music makes you rock, 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 rock. Music that is good for your soul. Music gives you self-control. Music is so divine. Music that brings out the best in you. Music that is real and true. Music, reggae music takes over your mind. Don't stop. The reggae don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. The reggae music take it to the top. Don't stop. The reggae music don't stop. Don't stop. The reggae music makes you rock, 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 rock. Makes you rock, 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 rock. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. talk to her like that. She's somebody's mother. Don't hit him in the back like him. There is no other. My people.
Welcome. Give thanks and praises. Woo! People telling me to celebrate the 4th of July. I said, let me come in here and speak some truth with my good friend and guest, Phyllis Caldwell.
Hi, everybody.
And we are so excited today on Peace in the Morning Show. I'm sitting in Queen Ayasudabad for my beautiful son, Darius A. Stanton. And we are celebrating life. We are here to talk about life. We are going to give you some pointers today that you should have your pencils, your pens, your notebooks, call a friend, get ready. Oh, that rhymed like Peace in the Morning Show. And get ready to learn about how to save your life. Change your water, change your life. Stop drinking from plastic containers. Learn what you can do to live longer, live healthier, be happier, run faster, have better exercises for love, all of that with Peace in the Morning Show and Phyllis Caldwell. I'm so happy to have you, Phyllis. Welcome.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you for the invitation.
And I want to thank the beautiful brother, Roland Bubba Grimes, for coming in on the holiday. I want to shout out to his family to say this brother is tremendous foothold in eLife Media. And whether people know it or not, he is the reason this station is going to blossom so wide, so far. Because most of us, and I don't want to speak generally, but you can understand what I'm saying, we have a problem of supporting one another. We have a problem, they say, of working together. Black people don't work together. We don't do this. We don't do this. I want to step up and say that Roland Bubba Grimes is willing to work with anyone who's willing to work with life. He's willing to share love, respect, dignity, ethics, integrity, and information, brilliance, rewards with people who are willing to come forward and do the best they can do with what they've got. Not one of our throw out the window words, complain, but be cordial, be respectful. Write your notes and find a way to say what you want to say to Bubba Grimes, Roland Bubba Grimes, so that he can really excel the program. That's what I want to say, the word excel. He can excel all of us. He's doing a tremendous job. He's away from his family. His family is missing him. He has children. They're longing for their dad. And I just want you to know that your father is a remarkable human being. He's a heck of a man, an outstanding man. And what he's doing now is establishing a powerful foundation for the future. He is establishing a foundation for the future. So if you're out there in the listening audience, you want to call us this morning, our number is 240-455-5934. Repeat, that number is 240-455-5934. Let us know you have a program, you want to get it on the air, you want someone to listen to you, you think you've got things that people need to hear, need to learn about, you want to share, you want to advertise your business, you want to do something positive and powerful for your community. This is where the action is. This is where it happens. Call in to eLife Media, speak to Mr. Roland Bubba Grimes, and get yourself a spot on the air. All right? Thank you. This morning, welcome, Phyllis, again, and to all of our listening audience, peace and love. Darius Stanton is out of town. And, of course, our Delegate Barnes, Darryl Barnes, is out there working in the field, getting people noted on issues that are relevant to the communities on health, economics, jobs, social programs, things for mental health, programs for youth, exciting and accelerated youth. In Annapolis have been doing things with the Men Aiming Higher program in Annapolis for sports, for the Academy, Leadership Academy. Just want to commend everybody who came out on Saturday and working with the young brothers. It's so important to support your children. Parents, don't let your children get out on that basketball field without you. You find time to go to your friends, you find time to do all the things you want to do, including church activities. Please make time. Don't just find time. Design time to spend quality time with your children doing what they enjoy doing. It is so important. It is an essential part of growing up and developing a child to be firm, to be confident, to have positive self-esteem. These are key elements towards progress. So I implore you to support your children. Come out to Men Aiming Higher Leadership Academy on Saturdays and support them. I also want to mention something very powerful that happened over the weekend, on eLife Media here at Peace and Love Morning Show. Peace in the Morning. I always say Peace and Love. Peace in the Morning Show. We keep it asset-based. We keep it positive. We see and know of things that are hurting us in the communities. However, we work to rearrange them, to transform those things into how can we get something positive out of this to better ourselves, to rectify the situation. This past weekend, a really powerful, very poignant thing happened in the Annapolis community to a very good friend of mine who I hold highly and respect to the fullest. It's Pastor Charles Carroll, for those of you who know him. He's a pastor in the Annapolis community who recently lost his mom, Betty Ann Coates, and who was the Annapolis mother. I called her Mama Don't Take No Mess. And a few months before that, he lost his son to a violent death. And this brother has managed to continue to pull it all together. And do you know why he's pulling it together? I'll tell you, he's got the power of God as his foundation. His God vision, his God text, his God reality is action. God in action, actually doing what he knows is pleasing unto the Most High, is pleasing into the universe, is pleasing into our divine and righteous ancestors who've gone in front of us to knock down doors, who've been abused in every kind of way, shape, and form, and still stood up for righteousness. He is one of those brothers. And I really want to hail him this morning because we had a conversation last week. And I said, you have the power of God. You're a God in the flesh. The black man needs to know his power. And you're going to get a sign of your power, that gift, that redemption power you have, that Fishermen's of Men's ministry of reconciliation, taking the fisherman's net out and throwing it out to your people in the community, hoping anyone will hear a powerful word that will touch them in their inner selves and make them want to come out and listen again a little harder, a little clearer, ask questions, and then come into your church or come into your community or your community center or your hall, wherever it is that you're giving people some kind of powerful vibration that when they go home, it's still on them. It's still working. It's not something fake that you're trying to raise money all the time, but you're trying to raise people's social, spiritual lives, connecting fusion with the mind, the soul, and the body all working together. This weekend, he went home, and Saturday morning, around 6-something, his son came outside to get a ride with his coach to the basketball practice. And on their step was an infant baby. Oh. Someone had left a baby that wasn't even, I say 10 hours old.
Oh my gosh.
The baby's eyes weren't even open. Wrapped up in, I think, an Adidas jacket. It's in the newspaper. I saw it in the Sun. I saw it in the Annapolis Gazette. And I spoke with him about it in a video of his son. Someone saw his power of God. Someone felt it. And although they weren't able, didn't know how to, or maybe didn't want, I don't know all the ramifications of why they left the baby there. Mm-hmm. I just know that the baby was there, and the son picked it up and took it in the house and said, Mama, I found the baby on the step.
Oh my gosh.
When you're doing something right, people seek you out for righteousness.
So they know the baby will be taken care of.
They know the baby would be taken care of. Mm-hmm. So I just say to the listening audience this morning, those of you who are out there and those who are live streaming, remember, Every single thing we do counts. Everything we do matters. Everything we say matters. If we think good things, we think good thoughts, they matter. They attract good behaviors. They attract good thoughts. They attract good people. If you're thinking negative, you're always cursing people, or I hope this happened to so-and-so, you're asking for these things to happen to you.
Oh, yeah.
To someone who you love. So be careful what you say. And as older people say, be careful what you ask for. We're going to go right to Phyllis Codwell this morning, and she's going to talk to us. Actually, both of us are going to talk about it, but she is like the professional in this field. She's going to lay out to you that water machine that Darius and I have been talking to you about for the last 2 months, the Enagic Kangen water machine, and that's Kangen, 9.5 pH level. She's going to talk to you about a machine that's alkaline, ionized, microclustered, medicated titanium plates certified by numerous doctors across the globe. This water is powerful. If you don't have the machine, you need to get the machine. And today, Phyllis is going to tell you about the water, the value of the water, what it does, keys to having the machine, how you can own a machine, what happens, what kind of payment plan you can make if you have certain kind of credit or don't have any credit at all, how you can make money being a distributor. Once you buy the machine, you automatically become a distributor and your life just grows. There are many doctors, medical doctors, nurses who have given up their full-time jobs and paychecks for the bigger pay that has been taken in as a result of selling the Kangen water machine. So I'm going to just give it to Phyllis, and you let him have it, Phyllis. Before you do that, let's just hear a song. This song that we are about to play is going to give you an idea of what it is we're talking about. And we're talking about supporting our ancestors, praying to the people who left us here, who fought for us, and loving yourself some more. And that's what we want you to do. This is Queen Ayasuda and Earth Blessings Royal Court, recorded in Kingston, Jamaica with the big wheels. Dr. Marshall on engineering. Thank you.
When I go to bed at night, I get in my bed and turn off my light. I reach out for my soft pillow and I bury my head real low. Sometimes I think I have a dream. your best to succeed. Simplicity is the spice of life. Always the simplest things come out right. And pick and choose your friends very carefully. And don't let nobody take from your family. You better love yourself some more. Don't let your love slip out the door. Don't let nobody mistake your love for yours. Go on and love yourself. Love yourself some more. Ooh. Love yourself some more. Love yourself some more. Inconinghiados niente we con lo che ni na mona de lu inina puna chissà no inconinghiados mare caginde we woni mina catos mondo di na mano con the blessed see mon na mano do we akonabe e doesn't konabe sagare konabe some more. Don't let the love slip out the door. Don't let nobody mistake your love for yours. Go on and love yourself. Let me hear you. Love yourself some more. Love yourself some more. Come on and love yourself some more.
We have a phone call. I didn't hear that. Hi, we're back. Welcome to Peace in the Morning Show. I'm Queen Ayasudabat, your host, sitting in for Darius A. Stanton, who's out on probably a yacht right now somewhere. Just kidding. He's out having a good time. Needs a break. The brother's working all the time. And Daryl Bonds, Lady Karan. And I'm here in the studio with the beautiful sister who's going to talk to us about Enagic and the Kagan water machine. Phyllis Caldwell, thank you so much for Roland Bubba Grimes. And we're going to get to him in a minute when we start talking to you about what you can do to drop some of that weight and start looking and feeling better every single day. Phyllis, take it away.
All right, Queen. Well, we both know that water is essential for life. And a lot of times it's overlooked. As a matter of fact, most times water is overlooked. We drink everything else but pure, clean water. So it's not just the point of drinking water. We have to drink good quality water. And when I say good quality water, I'm saying microclustered, ionized, alkalized water.
Okay, just stop right there, Phyllis.
Okay.
People who are listening to us, and you can call in 240-455-5934 at Peace in the Morning Show. This is a hot topic. Phyllis just got finished saying people overlook drinking water. So in the morning, people drink tea, they drink orange juice, they drink coffee. Very few people drink water. That's number one. And then you come in with some ikakodi words, and they want to know what is ionized, what is microclustered, and what is alkaline water. So can you explain, when you say drink the right water, when you say drink quality water, can you just explain to them so they can understand and write on their notes today what it is that we're talking about in terms of the right water?
Okay, well, let's just start with, we said microclustered.
Microclustered.
So with this device, which was created by a company in Japan, they've been in business for over 40 years. So this is no joke. It's used in over 3,000 hospitals in Japan. It's approved as a medical device in Japan, not here in the States. So when I say the water is microclustered, it goes through a process where the molecules are made smaller. When we're drinking bottled water, tap water, any kind of water that's been stored, the molecules are too large to get into our cells to pull those toxins out. This water is microclustered. The molecules are made smaller so that they can get into our cells and pull the waste and the toxins out.
Wow.
That's why we have so many people that are overweight, because the waste is just sitting there. And we're putting waste and toxins on top of waste and toxins.
Is that where free radicals come from?
Yes. Free radicals are also where your cells lose a molecule. And they're looking because they have to be balanced. Mm-hmm. And if they're not balanced, you're out of balance.
Right.
So that's where we go with the microclustering.
Okay, so now you're talking about molecules being reduced to a size that can actually enter the cell and work like a dustpan, or like when you have a flood in the basement, you use the dustpan to start pulling the water out. Or you use one of those big vacs, the big vat, to suck the water out. This is what microclustered cells are doing. They're pulling out the waste from the cell. It's a cleansing process.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
And we know that the cells reproduce daily. So they're over 100. Our bodies are made up of over 70 to 100 trillion cells. You look at your skin. These are cells that are all clumped together to make us. So the type of water that you put into your body determines the quality of these cells. So you have to ask yourself, are you reproducing healthy cells or unhealthy cells? Are you producing cells that are running away from the grave, or are you producing cells that are sprinting to the grave?
Pushing it towards the grave.
Absolutely.
Right. That's a good question. Are you drinking water that is running away from the grave, or are you drinking water that's sprinting? Look at the word she used, sprinting, running to the grave. You need to ask yourselves that question. Please call us at 240-455-5934. Now, today is the 4th of July. A lot, and I mean a lot of people, not just in Annapolis, Baltimore, Virginia, D.C. area, Prince George's County, but also across America, are celebrating this holiday with pork chops, barbecue ribs, hot dogs, hamburgers, shrimp, hard crabs. The different cultures are having different things. Some of them are eating oxtail. Some of them are eating curry goat. I just am naming some of the animals that are being eaten. And then don't forget the barbecue chicken, or the roasted on the grill chicken, and the hamburger. So a lot of these foods that people are eating today, these things are going further against the cell in terms of toxics. In other words, they're adding to the toxicity of the cells. Mm-hmm. And so when they're finished eating, they're topping it off with a beer, some liquor, alcohol, wine, or sodas with lots of sugar. So what can you say about that in terms of the water?
Well, let me say, first of all, that this body that we have is a magnificent body. The body was created to heal itself.
Right on.
I mean, think about it. Look at your finger. You get a cut. Does that cut stay open, or the skin just goes back together?
Yeah, it starts to close up. It
heals itself. So, there is a Dr. Otto Warburg who won the Nobel Prize when he discovered that disease lives in acidic tissues, acidic cells. He also discovered that everyone that is sick or everyone that has cancer has a pH that's too acidic.
Mm-hmm.
So we're supposed to have, our body's supposed to be in a homeostasis state. And when I say homeostasis, I mean it's supposed to be in a balanced state. But it's very difficult for us to keep our bodies in a balanced state because of the things we like to eat.
Right.
The body needs alkaline fuel. Alkaline fuel are things like green leafy vegetables, good water, and those are the things that we don't like. We like to consume carbs, meats, coffee, sugars.
Okay, donuts, cakes,
Yes.
pies, big sandwiches with lots of mayonnaise on them, salads with cottage cheese
Oh, yes.
and mayonnaise dressing.
And just cheese.
Pizza,
Everything is
pizza,
cheese.
cheese on the French fries, and a lot of fried, greasy food.
Yes.
I saw where a lady was very bruised and affected by a white man telling her something about maybe her grandmother was sick, and the term he said maybe she should stop feeding her so much fried chicken. And they felt like it was a slander, racial slander.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it in that intent. However, it would behoove all of us to stop eating fried chicken. It would behoove all of us to stop eating French fries, potato chips, fried foods, because when you fry the food, you actually are heating the oil, and the oil is helping to turn into cancer. It is toxicating the blood cells. When Phyllis is talking to you about the pH factor is the real killer. That is the real killer because, and are you able to just explain to us what the pH factor is, or you want to just go on and make your delivery and then I come back and ask you some
Well,
questions?
as a matter of fact, pH stands for potential hydrogen, the potential of whatever substance we're consuming, the potential of the hydrogen of that substance. So when you're measuring, as a matter of fact, there is a test that can be done that will show you the hydrogen or the potential of hydrogen or the acidic value of the foods that we're eating. Most of the things that we're eating are acidic, and acidic conditions create inflammation in the body. Inflammation in the body that we're not even aware of creates disease.
Now that's sarcoidosis right there. Extreme inflammation in the body, all up in the rib cage, all up here. There's so many illnesses. And when you say this, I just want to say, Phyllis talked about what can help us. Instead of eating all these meats and fried foods, what can we eat to alkaline the body? What can we get in our bodies to detox our blood cells? She said leafy green vegetables. That means raw, especially raw leafy green vegetables. So you're talking about kale, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, what's that little ball?
Collards, asparagus.
Green vegetables, the leafy greens, mustard greens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the tops on the turnips, the tops on the beetroot. Those are leafy green vegetables, and they're very good. These are things that we need, and if you don't want to eat them or you're not able to eat them because your teeth are not all there, is the case in some people, then you need to steam them, but not cook them like people cook collard greens for 45 minutes. That's nothing but a pot of toxic waste. And that's what we have to learn. We have to learn proper food preparation and storage. All of these things contribute to a healthy body or not. So I just want you to be clear when she's talking about the pH factor, she's talking about the high amount of poison that is going into the body from different kinds of foods. And once you realize that when you're going to the shop to buy foods in the grocery store, you're going to be thinking about that. Oh, let me look at the back of this and read. And you're going to start seeing all these words that are foreign to you or not, but words that show you there are a lot of chemicals in this food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just jumping over that, when you say there are a lot of chemicals in the food, just one quality of this device, the water device, is you can clean your vegetables and get those chemicals that are sprayed on the vegetables. It pulls them off. So you're eating clean vegetables without the toxics, that poisonous toxins that have been sprayed on there, because the spray is on the vegetables and they make it so that the rainwater won't wash it off.
Right. So you eat it. They want you to eat it.
So when you're washing it with chlorinated water in your kitchen, you're not washing anything off. You're consuming those poisons. Mm-hmm. This device pulls those things, those toxins off of your vegetables.
So both of us have the machine, just so you know out there. Both of us have an Enagic cake and water machine. And I think both of us have the same kind of machine, actually.
Yes. We have the SD501.
SD501. Okay, do you want to just tell them something about that, the machine itself?
Well, can I tell them a little bit more about the acidic condition?
Okay, yeah, please. You do your thing, because we want to learn. We're here today to learn. Even though I just want the radio audience to know, I have a machine. I got the machine because of Phyllis. Phyllis had the machine for a long time. She was sharing the water with me. I started sharing it with other people, and especially my family. Over the years, I was blessed to get a machine of my own finally, and it has been a lifesaver. As well as I've seen the power of what the machine does with other people's health. You can go online. Phyllis is going to explain that to you, but you can actually go online and see videos on YouTube on people who have been using the cake and water machine and what it has done for them, how it has changed their health tremendously, their skin, their mindset, the neurological center, their balance in the brain, autism, all those things. So when she's explaining to you about the acidic process in the body, we should learn that and we should know more about it.
So again, what happens when we are acidic? Remember, the blood is 98% water. Mm-hmm. So again, that little river that we have flowing in our body, is it acidic or is it alkaline? We were born alkaline, and over the years we've become acidic. So when you're acidic, the cells, the blood that's taking nutrients around to the different organs within the body, the blood has very little oxygen. So if there's very little oxygen in the blood, the cells are actually sort of like suffocating themselves.
Starving.
Yeah. And again, that's why so many people eat so much, because the body is looking for real food and it's not getting it. So it keeps telling you that it's hungry, but it isn't. It wants real food. The alkaline nutrients and fuel that you're supposed to be giving it. But when you're alkaline, there's loads of oxygen in your blood, and the cells thrive. So that gives you life. I just get excited.
That gives you life. So you see that, everybody, do you see what she's talking about? And I'll say something. When you were talking about we were born alkaline, except what about children who are born whose parents were alcoholic or had different types of drug use? Are those babies also born alkaline, or do they have a problem with acidic blood?
I don't know the real answer to that. That's something I don't know.
Okay.
But I guess that's something we need to think about. I don't know.
I think we should. I think we should think, and we should do some research on that. Is the blood always alkaline when a baby is born, or is it alkaline based on what the parents consume? If the mother was consuming a lot of drugs, heroin, cocaine, crack, I doubt very seriously if that blood is alkaline. Because what transfers from the mother's body goes directly into the baby's body. If the mother was smoking cigarettes, we know for a fact that that hinders the child's respiratory system and can also cause brain damage. Same as alcohol. If you're alcoholic and you're drinking alcohol and you're pregnant, that affects the baby. That's why there's a big sign on the alcohol that says you shouldn't drink if you're pregnant. So these are things for pregnant women to consider if you want your baby born healthy. If you don't want your baby to have some type of Down syndrome, some mental disorder, then you need to have alkaline blood, which means you need to eat better quality food. Phyllis is talking about the body is actually searching for food. When you're overeating, you're not just overeating because you're hungry. The body is constantly saying, I'm hungry. I'm hungry for real good food.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you eat something that's no good, the body just throws that off into the colon, the upper lower, and then you're still hungry again. Because remember, audience, your stomach is only the size of your left fist balled up. And everything else that's going around that is putrefaction or waste matter. We're going to go to a next song and take a break listening to some more of our good music with Queen Ayasudabet and Earth Blessings Royal Court. And then when we come back, Phyllis is going to give you some more pointers on how you can actually get the machine. And she will be coming back with us on Peace in the Love, Peace in the Love, Peace in the Morning show to talk more about the alkaline water, the machine, and how you can love yourself some more and really do more for yourself as a human being to show the universe that, you know, I appreciate this body.
That's right.
I appreciate my life. I want to look good. I want my skin to be beautiful. I want my hair to grow. I'm tired of that wig. I'm tired of that weave that people are wearing extension. I want my own hair. And this is a way. This is a vehicle. You know, I'm also going to spin off and do a note when we come back on Sexercise, a holistic approach to health, healing, and family lifestyles. Sexercise, exercises for love. You got the love.
Oh yeah, you got the kiss. You got that kind of kiss I don't wanna miss. A kiss that's got me feeling just like this. 'Cause you got the love. Oh yeah, you got my heart.
Well, I can't do my water test. So.
Oh, no. We can do it another day.
Right. Okay.
You've got the love. Welcome back. This is Queen Ayasudabet with my beautiful guest today, Phyllis Caldwell, and we're at the Peace in the Morning show. I'm sitting in for my son, Darius A. Stanton, who is out having a wonderful day, just relaxing and taking time off from his 5 or 6 different jobs that he's doing. I listened to this brother's doing 65 hours a week plus in radio and recording and engineering time, and that's big. So we're always seeking funding for our programs here at eLife Media. And if you're interested, please talk to Roland Bubba Grimes at 240-455-5934 and see how you can make a difference.
All right.
Okay, Phyllis, I'm just going to run in before I give you that piece and talk about family lifestyles, holistic sexual healing and family lifestyles, living proof family works. Phyllis has a grandson right now who's in China. He's a student at Bowie State University. And Phyllis, tell him his name.
James Copeland.
James Copeland. James is taking a trip with his school, a special project, and they are right now in China. And he was in Beijing last week. This week he's in Shanghai. I told Phyllis I have been blessed to go to both of those places, and it's big and different. And parents, we need that kind of exposure for all of our children, our grandchildren. Take money and put into your families. That's my family tip today. Put your money into your families, not the big cars, not the fancy games, but good materials, good books to read and study. I bought a book with me today, called the Monolingual Oxford Picture Dictionary. Norma Shapiro and James Adelson Goldstein. The Oxford University Press. It's a self-test CD-ROM. It's included, as you can see, in the back of it is a CD. This book is a picture dictionary, and it is out of this world. Get it for your children. Start them off with this book. Everyday language in the classroom, weather, telephone conversation, prepositions, numbers and measurement, time, calendar, learning about money, shopping, studying, school, the telephone, everything, learning about people, their age, physical description, their hair, their family, daily routines, feelings, graduation, learning about housing, the yard, how to take care of it, different rooms in the house, the dining room, the living room, foyer, bedrooms, housework, cleaning, family work. I know at the Ujima School in Washington, D.C., they have what they call family work. It's not homework. It's work that you take home for the entire family to participate and help you to do it and be successful and bring it back the next day. And I spoke about this book because Phyllis's grandson is away in China. And like other students who have traveled, my grandson was in Manchester University this year for 6 months. People who are traveling away have a girlfriend whose daughter is in 8 countries throughout Europe investigating Sifimi Ba Ali Matur, and a lot of you know her as Tamira Gaither. And I just want to hail her up, a spectacular mother of 5, 3 children in college right now. Going to her daughter just graduated from high school. She'll be going to college in September. And that's Miyota. I want to give a shout out to Miyota Allen. You're a superwoman, brilliant one. All kind of spelling bees. They're in North Carolina right now. And she has another son, Fabej Allen. Fabej is in school and college, going into his 2nd year in North Carolina. And a daughter who just graduated from college, who's out on the road right now and traveling, investigating African women in Europe. So she will have 3 children in college this year. And I just want to salute her because she's doing a fantastic job. Parents, put more love and energy into your children. You did the exercise to get these children. So it's only your turn, your responsibility, duty, and challenge to do everything you can for these children. And that means supporting them in every aspect of life as much and as often as you can. The buddy system. I have a girlfriend who has a son, Kareem, and so powerful, a young lady. And Shayna is so powerful and such a great mother. And the children want to be the buddy. You know, every family doesn't have the father, unfortunately, in the home. But for those who do, fathers take a big role. And don't let the mother push you out. If you're not in the family, you put yourself in that family. You come up with things that get you back in that house to be with your children. And you have activities planned that they can come out of the house with you, whether she joins or not. Mothers, get up off your high rocker, your ways that are not pleasing to your children, and stop cutting down the father in front of the children or behind his back. Stop doing that. Stop belittling the father and shooting him down because it makes you look so foolish. You're the woman who made the children with him. What was wrong with him then? If you can talk about him now. And I say that in all earnestly because we need to keep the family together. And that's why I'm talking about this morning. It's very key. Keeping the family together. Exercises for love. Walk together, run together, play together, pray together, stay together. Families, don't let somebody from the outside break up your household. Our peaceful morning moment for this morning is no matter what's going on, you've got to have faith. You've got to have a faith that's so deeply embedded in you that no matter what anybody says to you or does to you, you know that a better day is coming. I'm showing it in my work. We're seeing it in our work. We're demonstrating it in what we do. And we're getting the results of having a strong foundation of faith. And our going out, Phyllis is going to come back with us again, hopefully this week, and do some more on the Enagic water machine, the alkaline ionized microclustered medicated titanium plate certified by a doctor machine that does all kind of work. Phyllis, just give them a tip on your information and how to get in touch with you, please.
Well, just remember, everything we eat, everything we consume is either acidifying us or alkalizing us.
And if it's acidifying us, then we're going down.
Absolutely. It's pulling you down.
And if it's alkalining us, we're going up.
Lifting you up. Yes.
Like you, beautiful, and speaking so smoothly and calm and reserved. And it's just so powerful and welcoming on the program. Babies can come in here now and just lay down and take a nap because your voice is so inviting. And is this a result for drinking the water?
I would think so.
How long have you
Not
been
only
drinking
the
this
water,
water?
but also the higher power, the Lord God within me.
Okay, the God in her, the higher power of the God in her, and the food she's eating. So, Phyllis, can you give us a contact number, please?
To reach me, my number is 301-573-9327. If there's anything I can help you with as far as getting the water, trying the water, getting the device, give me a call. And I will return your call if I'm not available.
Okay, can you give us that number again and add your email?
The number again is 301-573-9327. The email is cellularwater@gmail.com.
cellularwater@gmail.com. Greetings, brothers, African sisters, men and women, Chinese, Asian, European, Indian, Mexican, every kind of human being in the universe. We thank you for being alive today to excel some form of appreciation to the universe, to let the universe know we are all grateful. We're all thankful for getting up, that we have our capillaries to move around, and we're going to go out and do something good for somebody today. Be safe on the road. Don't drink and drive. share love, and remember, faith. Have more faith. Say more prayers. We hail out to Darius and Erica, Delicate Barnes, Lady Karan. Thank you, Bubba Grimes, Roland Bubba Grimes, for being with us, for supporting us, for helping us today in the program as our engineer. Thank you, Phyllis, for coming. Look forward to seeing you later in the week. I'm Queen Aya Sudabet. I've been your host, sitting in for Darius A. Stanton, and this is the Peace in the Morning Show! Woo!
Let's stop killing one another. Don't talk to her like that. She's somebody's mother. Don't hit him in the back like him. There is no other. My people, don't you want to live? Don't you want to live? Let's stop killing ourselves. Keep up this killing, there'll be none of us left. Share more love and take the drugs off the shelf. My people, don't you want to live? Don't you want to live? Oh, we are original kings and queens. Living is given. If you know what I mean, don't let death come by surprise. Our babies don't wanna die. Can't you see Jah wants us to live? Oh, let's stop killing one another. Don't talk to her like that. She's somebody's mother. Don't hit him in his back. He's your brother. My people, don't you wanna live? Don't you wanna live? Oh, we are original kings and queens. Living is given. If you know what I mean, don't let death come by surprise. Our babies don't wanna die. Can't you see Jah wants us to live? Let's stop killing one another. Don't talk to her like that. She's somebody's mother. Don't hit him in his back. He's your brother. My people, don't you wanna live? Live. Don't you wanna live? Got to get ready. Clean up ourselves. Don't you wanna live? Yeah, don't you wanna live? Let's stop the killing. Let's stop the killing. Let's stop the raping. Let's stop the stealing. Let's stop destroying each other's family. Don't you wanna live? Don't you wanna live? Oh, let's stop. Let's stop the killing. Oh, let's stop. Let's stop the killing. Don't mother. You know that's somebody's child. You know that's somebody's mother. You know that's somebody's smile. We are original kings and queens.